Hi and welcome to another rat video. Today we're going to look at food, your main staple mix. So we've struggled with this for 4 years, not knowing what to feed, keep changing our recipe. We've finally got one that's we're pretty much happy with. So we're going to share it with you today, so you've got that option to add some extra bits and pieces to your rat's diet. We use a combination of both commercial and fresh foods to put it together, making sure that we've tried to get as much nutritional vitamin levels in there as possible. We used to be a great supporter of Vetafarm, which is, just grab some, the crumbles that you get. Now this is great for older rats and young rats. They can't stash it, it's easy to eat. But we found with showing the rats that we are actually getting some discoloration in their coats. So we've gone now more to the lab block and like a forage mix. So today I'm just going to show you what we have in our mix. So as you can see, there's a big variety of stuff. And then we add the lab blocks in as well. So I'll just show you what we've got in our mix. So what we start is with some breakfast cereal. So cornflakes, rice bubbles, and honey oats. Go easy on the honey oats. They are high in sugar and the rats tend to get a sugar high on them, but they do like them. So it's more of a treat in the mix. Other things we can add to it, that we do add to it, are the lab blocks. So this is our staple that we put in there. You can buy them in 20 kilo bags. You might find that's a bit much for your 1 or 2 rats. Some of the grain stores will actually sell smaller amounts, so you can buy 2 kilos of it. It's a compressed food, it's extremely hard, so it's good for their teeth, and it's a very balanced meal. The reason they're a lab block is because this is what they feed to rats and mice in laboratories. That's where it started. So you know that they're nutritionally balanced. Other things we add into it are a lorikeet mix. Now you can pre-make it or you can buy it made. So in it you've got sultanas, dried pawpaw, banana chips, a rat's favourite. You've got your sunflower seeds. Now sunflower seeds can be really high in fat. It's not a majority of the food. That's why we've got it in here. There's probably about 20% of our mix that we use this style for. So the sunflower seed content isn't too high. Whole peanuts. There's some whole almonds in here too. No, can't find any. Dried capsicum. The whole nuts are really good because they're an enrichment as well. They've got to work out how to get through the shell to get to the nut. It's great for their teeth. Other stuff that we add in is pasta. Nothing better than 11 o'clock at night and all you hear is crunch, 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 crunch. But they do love it. Don't just use the standard pasta, get the tri-pasta so you've got some vegetable content. We find having the little spirals easier for them to be able to hold. You can get penne and bigger stuff. Even some of the fettuccine, just break it down into shorter blocks. Works really good. The other thing that we add to it is the rat and guinea pig mix that is it rat, mouse and guinea pig mix you get from some of the pet barns, pet stocks. It's an old school type of food, so it's got your Completo, your rat and mouse small pellets in it. We use this sheerly for the molasses content in it, so it's good for coats, things like that. But it also gives them some grain to forage in. Rats in their natural environment are foragers. They do go for grain. If any of you have had horses or sheep, you'll know the first place you find a rat or a mice is the bottom of your feed bins. So this allows them to dig through it. They do waste a lot of it, but they do also eat some of it. So we just add it as a bit of a filler into it. We mix it all together and we store it in containers. You can make, heaps in advance. This is our little bin that we make up, and then I just feed from here. It does settle and split, so make sure you mix it through, but it just gives them a really big variety, and this is what we now use as our staple. The other thing you must add for your rats is your fresh fruit and veg. So, for instance, we feed dinner, some feed breakfast, so of a night time they'll get their vegetable hit and all their foods. So chopped up apple, carrot, broccoli, they love banana, pumpkin, beans, peas, anything. You can use the frozen stuff, add some hot water to it. It stays a bit crunchy on the inside. They really do enjoy it. And then don't forget to add something for their teeth. So you can either use the dog biscuits, which we tend to add occasionally. So there's chicken, beef, kangaroo. You can even get the vegetarian ones. Now our rats are vegetarian, but these we actually do use that have a meat content. All dog biscuits contain tallow, so there's always meat in there anyway. And then something nice and crunchy. So we use shark cartilage. It doesn't smell great, but it is really good for their teeth. It's also good for their muscles and bones. So it's got some healing properties in it as well. Hopefully this is going to give you some ideas of how to put a home mix together, just to give them some more variety. And it actually helps on the pocket too. It's a little bit cheaper to be able to use no-name breakfast cereals, no-name pastas, and then add in their essentials like the lab blocks or even the Vetafarm. You could mix out with some of these other things too if you can't get hold of the lab blocks. Hopefully this is helpful. You can leave comments below if you want some more information. Thanks!